Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Terraria. Since last time, as I said at the end of the previous episode, I've started working on a Plantera arena. And so let's go check it out. I brought townspeople over here so there wouldn't be a million monsters attacking me while I was building it. But here is the amount that I've carved out so far. I thought I put the merchant in here. I did, but I guess that was this morning and he hasn't moved in yet. Okay, that's fine. But in any case, I've carved out a big open space over here. And so I think this will eventually turn into a Plantera arena. Life fruit detected nearby. Was that... It just appeared here, and so it must be below me, so it must be about this height. Was that it? Is it right over here? I don't feel like getting out a Spelunker Potion right now. I just want to see if I spot it. It should be right around this height. Oh, life fruit, where art thou? I'm not seeing you. Alright, well that's not necessarily important right this moment. I do like life fruit. But I have other things I want to do as well. So, looks like I died here once upon a time. Let's go ahead and pick up that gravestone. Great. So, things I want to do. In my inventory, I went ahead and got Souls of Night so that I could make a mechanical skull. So we have that for Skeletron tonight. While I was downstairs, I ran into Tim and got a wizard hat, which I have no intention of doing anything with, so I'll probably just get rid of it. I did get a life fruit while I was building the Plantera arena, so yum. I was using dynamite to build it, and I got butterfly dust from killing a moth. And so I believe that can be made into better wings than the current wings I'm using. It would require 20 more Souls of Light, and we currently have 5. So that tells me I want to go back upstairs. And it looks like the upstairsy place that I was fighting the wyverns last time is over here. And so I thought that would be a good thing to do together to start off the episode today. But yeah, if we kill Skeletron tonight, then we could work on killing Plantera, and once I kill Plantera, the spread of the corruption and the hallow should slow down, which would be in my favor. Not that it's really been hurting me that much so far, but I prefer to have less of the spread. Okay, so I want to grab my water candle. And there's the wyvern. Okay, great. I might need to heal here. But I'm going to continue using my Cursed Flames. They've been a favorite weapon for a while, and they've been doing really good. Although, oh, Dao Pow would actually do really well against you now that I think about it. Since you're the type of enemy who this can penetrate and like hit 6 times. But I do want you to be on Cursed Flames Fire, so you can just be burning off screen too. So I'll occasionally use that, and then try to use mostly this. There we go, Souls of Flight, 17. That's enough, because I already had 5. Yep. So let's go ahead and pick this back up and head home. So then, if I open this up, I ought to be able to craft butterfly wings. Yes. All right. And so the current wings that I have allow me to fly up to 426 above the surface. And if I equip these instead, I can get up to 482 above the surface. Okay. And I think they have more acceleration as well. So the Angry Demon Wings were very nice, but I think they might be done now. Also, I have too many accessories. I don't need 2 royal gels. So I'll go ahead and sell that one. And I want to reforge these wings, and I have plenty of money. They're probably super expensive, which means I should equip the discount card. I was just about to forget about that, and then I thought of it. So this will make it cheaper to reforge these guys by 20%, allegedly. All right, 8 gold. Angry, that's already pretty good. Let's go for Angry. Get some more damage out of it. All right, and so then I want to swap the discount card back over there. Okay, so that is a nice upgrade. We've got our Howd armor, which is pretty nice. I think we're ready for Skeletron tonight. Alright, it's nighttime. It's not a blood moon or anything. I've got some extra potions. Let's go ahead and buff and see what we can do against Skeletron. There he is. Alright, do these hit high enough to be effective for the things that I want to do? Reasonably so. I've got most of your pieces on Cursed Fire. That seems good. And in fact, if I were to actually bring you downstairs, lower to the ground, I can even bounce these and have them hit you more ways. And skeletons. What are they? Spiders. Oh my gosh. Spiders are latching onto your face and poisoning you. So that's great. And let's see, I'm not getting my mana back over here, so it might be good for me to come back up here and pick up some of these. Oh, and I should totally put out these somewhere. That's probably pretty good. And try to get you to come down through the Nimbus Rod. That seems good. And yeah, with the mana regen potion, actually, like, I don't have to stop using the Cursed Flames for very long, or they kind of all come back. So I probably don't need to worry about that too much. Alright, don't kill the nurse, by the way. That would be rude. Alright. Yeah, come sit in the bouncing Cursed Flames. And in the Nimbus Rod. And yeah, the butterfly wings are giving me just enough kind of speed and acceleration. Kind of like dodge right out of them, which seems really good. Yeah, I can just outrun him here. Okay, so yeah, it seems like I can just hold the button with this weapon and win this fight pretty easily. Which is fine with me. Alright, let's go ahead and let my mana regenerate for just a second. And go back to this. It looks like this hand, yeah, is almost dead, and so let's just focus fire on it for a moment. And then just kind of spraying Cursed Flames everywhere. I do see that there's another hand that's about to go down. It's like the saw or the cannon or something. That's the laser up there in the upper left. That one is the cannon, I think. And then the saw must be the one that I killed already. I don't know. His different limbs have different names, but I don't know that I've ever been that great at identifying them. Okay. Don't get hit in the face by the spinning skull, and everything will be fine. Alright. Where'd you go? There you are. Yeah, come sit in the Nimbus Rod. Gonna get the Vice. If I can. Ouch. Alright, took a little bit of extra damage there. Dodge just around him there, though. And I think the Nimbus just expired. Maybe it didn't. I think I'm a liar. But it looks like he's down to just being a skull. And for this, since I just need to aim in one spot, let's just switch to the Mega Shark. That way I can always hit him. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but the just continually hitting him is pretty good. Alright, where'd you go? There you are. Ouch. Oh gosh. Crap. Heal. I blew it right at the end. Oh, I'm a dummy. I lost track of him, and then he was on top of me, and I think I even tried to do a dash, because I think I have the Shield of Cthulhu on. I do. So I thought I tried to do one of those to get out of him, but it didn't quite work. So that was an embarrassing end to an otherwise good fight, and now I have to farm more souls just to be able to fight him again. Gosh darn it. Did I get hit by a fallen star? Oh, I'm hit by a crow who's sitting here on top of me. Alright, well, That's how that fight went. Life fruit. Yum! Life fruit. Yum! Slime is falling from the sky. Alright, well, I could use a pick-me-up after losing to a boss. Let's defeat a boss. King Slime is awoken! Alright, but where is he? There he is. Hey, King Slime. I'm sure I'm not nearly as powerful as I was last time. You're gonna get me this time, I'm sure. Especially if I keep aiming with my down pow like that. Alright, you've gone down there, sure. Can I hit you from here? Yeah. Let's get some Curse Flames. That's always fun. Woohoo! Hey look, we defeated King Slime. Alright, so regardless of what else happens from here on out, I've defeated at least one boss this episode. Just as I intended. Oh, and we got the Royal Delight. Summons a Slime Prince. There's at least one person who will be very happy to see this little guy. And so I'll leave them out for just a moment as I see that I got Masked Ninja stuff, another Royal Gel. Alright, basically a bunch of stuff that I'm going to sell. But there's a cute little Slime Prince who looks actually surprisingly similar to the nerdy slime over here. Only with the crown and without the spectacles. Yeah, so perhaps some reuse of assets. Hey, Terraria developers. And out of a goodie bag, I also got Unlucky Yarn, which summons a kitty, apparently. It's a little black kitty wearing a witch's hat. Alright. Also, a cute pet that I'm sure some people would want to have seen. But it's been on the screen now. I've fulfilled what I needed to do, and I'm going to sell that as well. Life fruit. Yum! Okay, it is the next evening. I'm going to do this again. And do better. I'm going to use fewer potions, because I don't think I really need them. I just need to make sure that I dodge well, especially at the very end of the fight. And other than that, everything should work just fine. And I guess it's a full moon, because that was a werewolf. Yikes! Okay. Remember what I said about dodging well? Yeah, maybe do that. Can I make it up to my... yeah. Okay. Do not get hit by the spinning head. Also, the other bits of him, try not to get hit by those either. Alright, I got off to a very bad start here. Let's see, have I healed? I've not, so let's do that. I'm trying not to use the nurse, because I feel like I ought to be plenty strong enough. So, as my own personal challenge, I think we'll do this no nurse. No potions other than Iron Skin, regen, and medium well fed. And yeah, but I could use other weapons. Ah, yeah, like the Nimbus Rod, of course. Let's get that out just to deal some extra damage. And where'd you go? There you are. Alright, I did some good damage to that guy. So that is nice at least. Right, my Deathweed is growing because it's a full moon. So let's remember to harvest that at the end of the night, ideally. Alright, Heart Statue's doing work. And can I heal again? I believe I can. Yeah, 150, there we go. Okay, so when there's a limb nearby, let's try to focus on it. So that I can deal as much damage as possible to get one of his limbs down. Because once I do that, he will have less defense, if I recall correctly. And I actually need to use my mana regen, or my mana crystals that are being dropped from my star statues. Since I don't have the mana regen potion going this time, if I want to keep this weapon up. Got hit by a zombie like a fool. Alright, I see the skull trying to get close to me. And I do not wish for that. Oh, I don't have the Shield of Cthulhu on. Let's make sure I have my dashing ability available. There was a star there, but I didn't manage to kite anybody into it, which is too bad. Sure. Let's go up here. Did I get... No, still haven't taken out a hand, but we're getting close. Actually, we're close on a few of them. Okay, my health is doing fine. I'm all filled back up on mana. And speaking of mana... Oh gosh, I ended up inside of him. Yeah. Okay, flew out. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so definitely don't be inside the head when it's spinning is the key to this fight. Just like the key to the destroyer is don't let the head of the destroyer hit you, because his head hits like gangbusters. Oh gosh, I bounced into something. Heal! Darn it. There was another enemy, and my shield dash bounced into him, and I ricocheted back, and I ended up inside of his head again. That makes me very unhappy. Gosh darn it. I did not think Skeletron was going to be the tough guy. So it occurs to me that in order to have fewer random enemies spawn on my platforms, I can just make some holes in these platforms. And... like, if they're like 4 wide, I think enemies will just walk and fall through. Let's actually witness it. Since I don't have spiders going, for example. If a guy comes over here and tries to get me... Oh, he does jump over the platform. Alright, they're smarter than I realized. Okay, so it was good to test this out. So, okay, if that wasn't wide enough, how about... let's try 9 wide. Can enemies jump over that? Yes! Alright, they're very agile. So I'll make it 12 wide, and then they shouldn't be able to jump over that. And so that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, oops, 11, 12. Okay, so enemies can spawn over there, but then they'll just fall down. And let's see, on the platform below, it's where I'm growing my plants, isn't it? Not over here. Over here it is. Oh, speaking of plants, right. Let's harvest my deathweed while I'm thinking about it. A goblin army is approaching from the west. All right, it's going to be one of those days. Goblin army, let's go. Right. We have added the goblin summoner, who is the main threat during this battle. I should buff. Yeah, I've actually taken a whole lot of damage already, and the goblin summoner is going to like shoot things at me, I guess. And also just attack from long range, so I might actually want to turn on the arena. Oh, the arena's still on. Great. Thanks for the hearts. That's quite helpful. And let's see, the summoner would be able to find me up here. Oh, the nurse! She decided to come into the fray and heal herself. Good job. I defeated the 100th goblin archer, by the way. There's the main threat. So let's see if I can take you out. Also, I'm at 13%. I'm curious when I do kill the goblin summoner guy. I'm at 18% right now. How many percent are you worth? 26%? Okay, and I got a Shadow Flame knife. There are various, I think mostly magic weapons that the summoners can drop, as I recall. Okay, but they do hit hard. But I've got some hearts on the ground, and if I kill some of just like the easy troops over here, that'll also help me in terms of just getting some guys who might drop some hearts and things. And I guess all my goblin banners are over here. So I'd ideally like to stay around here. Ouch. Alright, but yeah, you hurt a lot. Or at least can. But I can hurt you too. Okay. Shadow Flame Hextall. Very nice. And we're already up to 70%? Yeah, okay. So if I kill one more summoner, I should be in fine shape. Some of my... Aw, it was the slimy guy who I was comparing to the other slime, who just decided to leave the world, which is a kind way of saying dying. Okay, Goblin Army's been defeated, and I did get Murderous Shadow Flame Bow. Shoot Shadow Flame arrows. So they look like those. Alright. Well, we killed goblins. We killed King Slime. And we died to Skeletron twice. That's how today is going. Alright, Shadow Flame Knife is kind of like the thing that dropped from the Mimic. This thing, I think might home in on enemies or something, but I think isn't very interesting. And we already saw the Shadow Flame Bow. I think I'm past all of those weapons, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them away for now. Life Fruit. Yum! Life Fruit. Yum! It is nighttime once again, and while pride makes me want to fight Skeletron just the way I did before, I would rather just have him dead, and so I have these various potions that I'll be using as additional buffs. But let's go ahead and summon Skeletron once again, and this time we're going to win. That's what I declare. Also, I got rid of the Shield of Cthulhu, and I put on the Menacing Stinger Necklace, just to get a little bit more damage from even more armor penetration, assuming that it stacks with the Sharktooth Necklace, which I'm not certain that it does, but it feels like it probably would. And there was a Fallen Star there that may or may not have hit any bits of him. I didn't get a good look at that one, actually. Alright, but we'll take advantage of our arena. And most importantly, we'll take advantage of our own mobility, especially with the Swiftness Potion, to not get hit by Skeletron's spinning head at any moment in time. I probably still should be using different weapons, and honestly, like, I should have gotten the magic emblem from the Wall of Flesh if I'm going to be doing so much magic damage. But I didn't, and I didn't swap it out in the Shimmer, and so I'm just sticking with what I've got. Alright, right now just kind of focus on various limbs. I would like to get that mana, ideally. There's mana on the ground over here too, there we go. And then I can pick up some more mana over here. And the Skull is gonna offer himself up to be shot at like that. I guess I'll take him up on the offer. There's Fallen Star that I think also managed not to hit him, unless it hit something off screen. Looks like the laser is getting pretty low on health, but it's kind of far away from me right now, so I'm gonna have a hard time hitting that bit. Is there any mana on the ground? I've got mana again. Okay. And so I'm trying to finish off the laser if I can, so after the next pass of the head, there we go. Okay, let's focus on the lasers in the upper left. And I might have actually kited the Fallen Star to hitting the, I'm not sure which bit that was. Okay, got one of his limbs down. 3 to go. There's a Fallen Star, and I couldn't quite make it hit him. There are a lot of Fallen Stars tonight, though. It might actually deal some significant damage if we get lucky. Oh gosh. I don't need to heal yet. Still doing pretty fine. I forgot to put out the Nimbus Rod, which is dumb. It's just extra damage. I should just take it. So, let's get that out. Okay. Extra damage achieved. Okay, there's the head. Don't get hit by the head. Anything else happens, but don't get hit by the head. I got hit by the head. Fortunately, only very briefly, and it's possible that my hallowed armor was doing its thing at that time. Not certain. Alright, he's down to 1 limb. Let's aim for the limb. Oh gosh, but don't get hit by the head. Okay, the limb is gone. Now it's just the head. And so what I want to do is kite him into the Nimbus Rod like that. And so now he'll constantly be taking damage from that weapon as he goes right towards me. Oh gosh, okay. That actually worked fine. Having a hard time hitting with this, so yeah, let's switch to the hitting him consistently with the Mega Shark. He's down to 3,000 health. Where'd he go? Back on screen, you dummy. Okay, there he is. 1,000 health. 800. There we go. Got him. Okay. And with that, we can make the mechanical cart. And we can also make a hallowed pickaxe, I believe. The jungle grows restless. Say that 5 times fast. What is this? Minecart upgrade kit. Mechanical wheel piece, mechanical battery piece. Turns into a minecart upgrade kit. Consumable. Permanently grants boosted speed and defense probe for minecarts. Free mechanical cart included. So this has changed. It used to just be the mechanical cart. But now instead it's a consumable, so you could upgrade your other carts, I guess. And so, for example, does that mean I still have the cart that gives me, like, fire damage or whatever? Yeah, it's a fire protection cart. But now it's been upgraded. Does it have lasers to shoot at bad guys? I'm curious. Because the mechanical cart, I think, had a laser attack, where if it saw a bad guy in front of it, it would just shoot at it. This does not seem to have that, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so that's interesting and different. No, oh, I didn't equip it. Oh, it comes with a mechanical cart, and this must be the one that actually has the lasers. Hold on, I just want to try this out. So basically, it gives me the mechanical cart, but it also gives me upgrades to other carts if I prefer using the other carts. So once again, if I were on this cart, does this one fire lasers? Yes, it does. Okay. So it's the mechanical cart that has the lasers, but now all of my carts have been upgraded in terms of speed and different things. So if I wanted to use upgraded carts, or other upgraded carts, I could. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy with that. Rune Wizard, I'm not happy with you. Oh, there's another blindfold. Nice. So I'm just getting out of here. Okay, so next up I can craft the pickaxe axe. That'll allow me to mine chlorophyte, which is great. Which means I can finally retire the mithril pickaxe. It's probably not worth all that much. We'll just sell it to you. Yeah, 2 gold. That's actually not bad. Do you sell anything new? Does anyone skill anything new now that all the mechanical bosses have been beaten? It's probably Plantera, where the next like change is in terms of various people and what they want to sell. And then in addition to the pickaxe axe, is there one other thing that I wanted to make out of well, I guess I don't have any hallowed bars left. Yeah, I'm down to 5. So I'd have to kill more mechanical bosses if I want to get more hallowed bars. Okay. But something I've been very curious about for a very long time involves chlorophyte. So let's grab some. And grabbing chlorophyte ore also means I can clear out the rest of my Plantera arena that had little bits of chlorophyte in it that I wasn't able to dig out before, so that's nice. But the thing I'm most curious about with chlorophyte ore... Okay, it can only turn into bars, so I have to cook it up into bars first. That's fine. But there is an upgrade to the, this thing, the extractinator. And I'm really curious about that. So... Chlorophyte extractinator. Turns them into something more useful. Place contaminated blocks to purify them. Other blocks may have interesting effects. That sounds really cool, and I need to construct that at a mithril anvil. Okay, great. So, extractinator, chlorophyte extractinator. So it's a green version of this thing. And let's start with just a bunch of silt, which I probably have up here. Silt blocks, 850. Alright, what kind of good stuff do we get? Oh, adamantite ore. Cobalt, titanium, diamond. Okay, so kind of like all the usual stuff, but now you can get the upgraded ores. And money. And I guess that's it. I'm not sure that that's all that exciting, at least in terms of what you can get out of silt, but it said you could try putting other items in it as well. Let me read the description of it again once I finish this stack, which goes very fast, presumably due to the Hand of Creation. So let's go ahead and empty that out. it is the case that you guys can start living in here. I got some iron ore that can just go in here for creating some iron skin potions in the future. Slime, you can go away. And in the void bag, I want to loot these things. I got orichalcum as well. So the orichalcum could go down here. And so this says, other items placed inside may have interesting effects. And doesn't give any more of a hint than that. So I guess, can I like throw a life crystal in it? Could I throw... I mean, I guess I've got slush as well, which would go in it. And, I don't know, clouds? I presume we need like blocks. I want to see what happens to like ebon sand. It said it was going to purify them. So let's actually try that. So ebon sand does just turn into sand. Okay, that's straightforward. Clouds? Don't go in it. Slush is just like silt, and so it's just going to turn into the usual stuff. Life crystal does not go in it. Alright. Let's see. Cobalt ore goes here. Titanium ore goes here. What else can I think of to put in this? Ethereum blocks. Do not go in it. Alright. Had to try some of the new stuff. I do appreciate the exploration that comes from the fact that the guide tells you about most everything in terms of crafting recipes, and just about everything is a crafting recipe, but now the chlorophyte extractinator as well as the shimmer are not recipes, so far as I know, that are represented kind of like in-game anywhere, so you can't get hints and you just have to experiment with different options. What about granite? I could try non-blocks as well. Rainbow blocks, sandstone blocks, types of wood. Do any of these go in the extractinator? No? No. 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 And let me read the description one more time. Other items. It doesn't say other blocks. It just says other items. So let me come up with other things to try. Can I extractinate accessories or some accessory-like things? Doesn't seem like it. I don't imagine I can extractinate a painting. Doesn't seem like it. I don't imagine I can extractinate a critter. Sure enough. How about spores? No? Biomushrooms? No? Cobwebs? No? A statue? No. Chests? No. Tombstones? No. How about more blocks? Ice? No. Snow? No. Honey? No. Clay? No. Seashells? No. What about a creeper mask? Also no. Ah, what about dirt? Yeah, also no. I thought for sure that was going to be one. Seems like you could dig around in the dirt and find something. Alright, last try and then I'm going to give up for today. Pumpkins! You cannot put pumpkins through the chlorophyte extractinator. Boo! Alright, well I think that's it for today. Next time we'll probably fight Plantera, and then after that... actually, next time should I do... I think possibly pre-Plantera, it might be appropriate for me to set this thing back up and do another round of this stuff. The Eternia Crystal Tower Defense, Dungeon Defenders, whatever kind of thing it is. So maybe we'll do that first. I'm not sure. In any case, I'm going to say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Terraria. For now, bye-bye.